Hey, everybody, welcome back. Frankie J back for another episode of Raw Live. And with me, as always, is the one and only T.O., who should be arriving here rather. And
Oh,
we
you're
have
here.
another issue with simulcasting. It won't allow me to simulcast. I keep saving it to where it's not going to other, but now we're simulcasting to YouTube. But anyway, anyways, everybody, welcome back again. Like I said, do another episode of Raw Live. T.O., what's going on? We were supposed to go on last night, but we were having issues with, once again, the Rodecaster. It just doesn't work. I don't know if anybody out there has any clue on how Rodecaster Pro works with Fireside and having two people in the same studio. We're open to suggestions because I'm ready to smash it on the floor. And T.O. has actually witnessed me smash things on the floor because they anger me. So, in any event,
True.
yeah. So, what's going on, T.O.? Are you ready to put on a good show?
I'm ready. I thought yesterday was good. Unfortunately, the sound was not. So
No, it wasn't that.
here we are today to try again.
Yep,
See what we
here
can
we
do.
are again on our own.
Here we
But
are.
we are happy to have everybody here who is live in the audience, outside the audience, watching it, wherever you may be watching it. And why don't we kick things off like we always do and start the show off with On This Day with T.O. This is one of my favorite parts of the show, actually.
Mine too. I learned a heck of a lot from this little segment. Today, July 25th, 1814. Battle of Lundy's Lane. You know, that's
Lundy.
kind of close to home here. America tried to advance into Canada near Niagara Falls, but were halted by the British troops. That was one of the bloodiest battles, I believe, of the War of 1812.
Those old wars in the 1800s, those were extremely bloody because they used the lead balls, muskets, and
Yeah,
hot lead balls would be rolling through the field and just take legs off.
a lot of shrapnel. 1866, Ulysses S. Grant was named general. Let's see, 1965, a folk festival in Newport, Rhode Island. Bob Dylan played there and changed his acoustic guitar into an electric one during that
Wow.
festival. Yeah,
Good
that
old
was
Bob.
the first ever electric guitar.
Wow, Bob
That's
Dylan.
nuts. He was probably
It
like,
is.
"Oh, I got to make this thing louder. Let me see what I can do." I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't either. We were there
Yep.
in spirit, though. Good old
kinda
Bobby
neat.
Dylan. Bobby Dylan. Okay.
Let's see.
Moving on.
1898, U.S. forces under General Nelson Miles. I don't remember that guy, but he
How many
invaded
miles
Puerto
they walked?
Rico during the Spanish-American War. Well,
Rico.
there's a couple songs. I'll walk 1,000 miles.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
walk a mile. I'd walk a mile in my shoes. 1917, The Exotic Dancer. We talk about this girl comes up a lot.
I won't go there.
Well, I'm sure she did.
Yeah, she comes
Mata
up a lot.
Hari. She
Mata
came up
Hari.
a lot on a lot of guys. Mata Hari, yeah. U.S.
Mata
force.
Hari.
What did she do? The Exotic Dancer and German spy was sentenced to execution by a firing squad by a French court.
You know, they still have that in some states where the person who's sentenced to die can choose their own way of dying. They still have states where they do hanging too.
Yeah, this was in France.
Francais.
Le Francais. 1952, Puerto Rico becomes a self-governing Commonwealth of U.S.
What year was that?
1952.
Wow, that seems
Yeah.
not too long ago. Even
No,
though
I know
it
it
is.
seems more recent.
Yeah.
1978, we got
My birth year.
Great Britain was the first one to create the first test tube baby.
Whoa.
Yeah, Louise Brown.
Wow.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Said it was a miracle.
I wonder
back
if there's any babies out there, any people out there that were a test tube baby that would
then.
ever come forth and talk about the fact
She wrote a
that-
book.
Oh, well, then we'll have
The
to
birth.
look that up.
The birth of an IV.
Wow.
Or something. She has a book. I know that. Louise Brown.
Louise Brown, I just want to take a quick second. Welcome Lily to the audience. Welcome Lily.
Hey, Lily. Yeah, Louise Brown. Let's see what else we got here. 1921, rum runners taunted
Rum
the
runners.
U.S. authorities. Yeah, remember rum runners back in the day?
Yep.
They were taunting the U.S. authorities by sitting on side of and loading up a road 3 miles long of people, bootleggers with signs that said, "Come and get it."
Oh boy.
And then as soon as night prevailed, they all skipped back into the woods and on their boats and made more moonshine.
All right. Way to shine the moon.
Yep. 1943 here. Benito Mussolini was forced.
Mussolini.
Yeah, was forced from office in Italy. Good thing too. Guy was a little nuts.
Yeah, we read a lot. You know me, I like history, and yeah, he was a little. In today's language, a narcissist, because everybody, like, there was a woman that did a reel on Instagram saying, as a man, if you set boundaries with your girlfriend, wife, or significant other, you're immediately considered a narcissist. By saying, I expect you not to, cheat on me, you're a narcissist. That word's used way too much and too often, and quite frankly, if I'm a narcissist, then okay, so are you.
They throw that word out there like racism these days.
Yeah, they do.
But let's see here. 1360, Jews are expelled from where are they? Brelu, Silesia. Where the heck is that?
Somewhere. I'm gonna look it up on the map. Maybe
that's the most targeted group against, I would say. Wouldn't you? The Jewish faith. Got a lot of things they've had to overcome. Anyway, 1670. This guy kind of reminds me of you because the girls didn't, you and the girls. Don Juan Domingo. Don Juan, nothing to do with you. Don Juan Domingo becomes governor of southern Netherlands. Netherlands is pretty. 1772, the 3 Years' War begins. How long did that last?
3 years.
You got it. When that took place along the Maine and Massachusetts border.
Maine and Massachusetts?
Yeah, 1897, Jack London sails to join the Klondike Gold Rush, where he will write many successful stories. That he did.
Wow.
That guy was awesome. Didn't he write White Fang?
Yeah. Jack London, White Fang.
Yep. 1978, Pete Rose sets the NL hitting record with a hit in 38 consecutive games. And here I'm going to do one more. Oh no, let's do two. 1854, Walter Hunt is awarded a U.S. patent for the paper shirt collar. Remember those?
Paper shirt collars. Wow.
Yep, from way back in the day. Yeah. All right, let's do this last one. National anthem, Reds Padres, 1990. Who sang the national anthem?
1990.
Yep.
I don't know.
Roseanne Barr.
Did she really?
You don't remember that?
No.
It was. She did so bad. If any of our listeners
why would they
Google
even allow
that.
her?
I don't know, but a lot of people booed because it was terrible. It was honestly terrible. It was a mockery. She made a mockery of it. She's not a good singer at all.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I got a couple birthdays here, July 25th. Want to do some?
Yeah, why don't we
go ahead and
do a birthday here?
Happy birthday to everybody today who's celebrating July 25th, as I said. You share your birthday with, who's this great guy? Henry Knox.
Henry Knox.
1750 to 1806. Estelle Getty. You remember Estelle from the Golden Girls?
Yes.
Yep.
I think she was one of my favorites.
Yeah. She was the old one, but really was the youngest one.
Yeah. I do remember that. I do remember that silly fact.
Let's see. Walter Payton.
Walter, the Juice.
Yeah, 1954 to 1999. MVP in what year?
Every year that he played.
1977.
Wow. The year before.
9 Pro Bowls. 9 Pro Bowls.
9 Pro Bowls. Too bad he never. I mean, he was on a Super Bowl winning team, but they didn't let him score a touchdown. If you recall, they let the refrigerator Perry come in.
Oh yeah,
and score that touchdown. And right away, it was thought that Mike Ditka, the head coach of the Bears at that time, didn't like Walter Payton, and he was racist and didn't want him to score a touchdown. He should have had a touchdown in that game, but who am I?
The fridge. Also, Matt LeBlanc is 56 years old. It's one of your favorite
birthday,
actors.
Matt LeBlanc. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? How do you know?
I don't know. What was he on?
How do you know he's
Friends?
one of my favorite actors?
I don't. It was a guess. I just like saying LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
I took a little Le Francais in school, so
Oh yeah,
yeah, LeBlanc is right up my alley.
yeah. And your birthday is when? Tomorrow?
Doesn't matter.
When's your birthday?
Birthdays
Friday?
don't matter after 21.
Yeah, but when's your birthday?
The 27th of July. So feel free
Yeah,
to
you're- Yeah,
send donations into Raw Live. Happy birthday, Tio.
definitely. It'll be your birthday on the 27th, and then 4 days later it'll be mine on the 31st.
I'm ready for that one.
Oh, jeepers creepers! I'm not. Any more birthdays to you?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
That's it, huh?
What
Wow.
a great segment.
Yeah, I like the birthdays. I like to, see who's born on what day. And I mean, does it really matter? No, not really.
No, but some people like to know who they share a birthday with.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And with all the bad news going on, could we come on here and talk about all the trending craziness? Yeah, that's what we've done, but we got a lot of, whiplash from it. And so we're changing it up a little bit and trying to make our show a little bit more interactive, a little bit more fun for people that are watching and do something different. And that's what we're going to be doing starting August 30th to all you football fans out there. Starting August 30th, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Fireside Live, we're going to be doing Raw NFL Weekly, where Tio and I will pick what our favorite games are for that upcoming week and give you our predictions for the games and give you news, stats, or anything else that's current at the time for the NFL. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be awesome because I was searching on here
Awesome.
for a good football show last year, and I really didn't find much. I didn't really want to dabble into the play-by-play, but I think we know a lot about football. We follow football pretty closely,
Yep.
and
We do. That's the one
We're
thing that we are
ready,
good
able-
at is
willing and whenever to answer any questions you want to send us in. I
Yeah.
think that one's going to be a little bit more interactive because, guys love
Football.
football, girls love football. Who doesn't love a little bit of football?
and this year coming up with the Buffalo Bills, us being projected yet again for the fourth year in a row to win it all. I think this might be the year, and we'll talk about the reasons I believe that when we start our Raw NFL Weekly show here live on Fireside Wednesday, August 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely set your reminders to join us for that whatever the hell the premiere episode of Raw NFL Weekly. I'm excited about it because I like football. I like talking sports.
Well, yeah, there's always a lot of drama in football. They only play one game a week, so it's a lot of build up, a lot to talk about, and we'll do our share. You're not going to hear everything you hear on normal TV or whatever. We get our own little spin on it, and feel free to join in, make it your show too. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of, football shows and sports shows and ESPN, and I mean, obviously, they do what they do, and it's over and repetitive, and all they do is they talk about the stats and this and that, and we want to just talk about football the way we talk about football when we're just chilling and hanging out. So we're going to do that, and we're going to implement, that here on Fireside, and hopefully find all our football fans here that are on Fireside. There's got to be a trillion people on here that are looking for a good football show.
Yeah,
I tried
let
to
us
do
know.
a couple last season, but they didn't take off like I wanted them to. But now that you and I are building this foundation here on Fireside and taking it to a new level with, the electronics and things like that, it should be good. It's going to be a good time, and I can't wait to do it. I've been wanting to do it for a few years, and we're set to do it. We're scheduled and locked in. So everybody be ready for August 30th. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm happy to have everybody, and obviously we're homers here, so we love our Buffalo Bills. But please feel free to leave in the comments below or on YouTube, wherever you see the show. What's your favorite team? Who are you expecting to win? We're interested in knowing what you guys think out there, because obviously I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills.
Well, don't forget, everybody, go to rawlive.com and you can leave messages on there as well. All of our social media links are on there. And I'm asking everybody to go onto the website, rawlive.com, and put your email in. And I'll send out a newsletter for when my book hits the shelves. I'm not going to pound out mass emails to people and annoy them. I'm going to use the email list for special occasions and news pertaining to and about Raw Live. So that's that. So go to rawlive.com for all of our past shows, any updates. You can get access to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Raw Chat, too. That's growing a few members a day. So that's starting to take off as well.
Yep, it sure is. Started from the bottom up here, and we're putting the work in, and we appreciate everybody who stuck around with us and continues to stick around. And we can only go up from here.
You can't get rid of us. We're gonna be. I mean, we are the best show on Fireside right now.
Yeah, when Roadcaster ain't screwing it up.
Yeah, Roadcaster Pro plug and play. Psych. I can't even download the software on my iMac 2021 with the M1 chip. I mean, it's like, it's almost weird. It's not making sense to me. And again, if anybody out there has a Roadcaster Pro and wants to share with us a way for us to make this work, definitely send us a message at info@rawlive.com. It's also on our website, rawlive.com. So, I changed gears here a little bit. I was reading the story on ABC News earlier. A 10-year-old boy fired a shot at a Chicago police officers during a standoff, and officers called to the scene after the youth opened fire inside a home. No one was injured. The boy was taken to the hospital for observation. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let me see if I get this story straight. The kid fires off shots inside. Somebody calls the police. The police show
Correct.
up.
Mm-hmm. He starts firing at the officers.
Oh, he did. He fired at the officers from inside.
No, it said here a 10-year-old boy fired a shot at police officers during a standoff with the officers that were called to the scene after the youth opened fire inside a home. So he started shooting in his home for whatever reason. When the cops showed up, he started firing at them.
Man.
So
good parenting.
Well, yeah, great. Yeah, let's take him to the hospital. Okay. I know he's a child. He's 10 years old. Definitely want to get some observations done. But what happened to, get tough early in life? And,
well, if he's 10, they probably took him to the hospital because they got to get rid of the parents and take them out of the home because they're clearly don't have the weapon locked up safely.
When the boy's grandfather said he's just a typical bad boy. Okay.
Wow. See, that's a disconnect.
When I was 10 years old, I was delivering newspapers. Okay, I wasn't shooting fucking bullets at cops, but he's a typical bad boy. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that aggravates me. Is when, listen, if your kid does something criminal, you don't say that's a typical bad boy. Because I was a bad boy when I was a young kid sometimes, for whatever reason. But I didn't shoot at cops. I mean, I think I knew at a young age that you don't shoot at cops. You don't even disrespect cops.
I don't know. I was around guns early in my life, and I think that's key.
Hunting, yeah.
Yes, I think everybody needs to take a course, needs to have respect for the weapon, and we lose that these days when you see videos of people just wheeling around guns and glorifying guns in a way like that. If we look
I blame video games. Okay,
why?
Kids are when kids are handed an Xbox or a PS5 by their parents as a babysitter, and the games are playing are first person war games, shooting guns. They feel and see how fun and easy it is on the video game, so they don't respect a gun for real. They don't understand the damage a gun can do, not only kill somebody, but ruin a whole family dynamic. So again, I do partially blame video games, and if anybody disagrees with that, I'll tell them they're full of shit. Because
you can tell me my favorite.
Some kids can play video games and not go out and shoot people, but there are a lot of cases where kids are, given that.
My favorite game growing up, and we would play it daily, was Monopoly. None of my friends.
Yeah, but that doesn't involve guns.
None of my friends own hotels. Some of them did go directly to jail, though.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of people I went to school with that ended up in prison or dead, and I think there's a lot of people out there that can say that. But another thing I saw in the news is LeBron James' son, Bronny, had a heart attack during a practice.
Oh, I didn't see that. That was who that was?
Yep. Bronny James, LeBron's son, suffered cardiac arrest during a practice. So
I wonder if he's got the jab.
What's the jab?
COVID shot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't start bringing up this COVID shot shit. And American freed from Russia in prisoner swap hurt while fighting in Ukraine. I don't know, whatever that's about.
What?
I
Just
don't
get
know.
out of Ukraine already. What do you feel
I,
about? I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
my take on this thing with Ukraine and Russia, I want to say it's not our business because it really isn't. Okay, and it just seems to me that the president or the leader of the Ukraine is kind of a young mess. He doesn't really. I don't know. He never has a suit or tie on. He's always wearing like a sweatshirt or
You know
something.
what he was before that?
I don't think he was even in
He was a
politics.
he was a comedian.
Yeah. So to me, it's I I I don't know the logistics. I'm not going to sit here and say I understand. I mean, I don't. I don't get it. Okay. I just know that Putin wasn't trying to take over the Ukraine when Trump was president or any presidents prior to that. It just seems that this whole thing started when Biden took office.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good way to hide money, launder money, do things with money, give them billions. Who knows where that really ends up?
I just don't understand why we're sending all kinds of money over to the Ukraine and supplying them with military equipment and tanks and training and we're not fighting the war. We're not part of that war. That's the weird thing about it is we're acting as an ally, but kind of like we'll give you stuff to fight, but we're not in it.
We're in it.
But it just either we're in. I mean, you're in it. If you donate a tank, you're in the war.
Mhm.
Okay. I So to me, I don't understand why we're over there. Have I taken the time and researched it? Not really, because I don't like war. I don't want to read about it. It's to me, it's unnecessary at this point in time. I just don't understand why out of nowhere, and it wasn't really out of nowhere. There's a history between the Ukraine and Russia. Well, just Putin one day woke
Yeah,
up and said, you know,
I
I
want it
think
back.
today I'm gonna just hit the button and let's go take over Ukraine because we need that space. To
Well,
me, none of that shit makes sense.
no, honestly, if you look at it from I mean, I'm an American. Obviously, I love America. But if you take it and look at it, we kept on pushing the boundaries over there to Russia to where he can't take it anymore, and he was getting afraid that we're going to go or whatever. We're just taking too much. Poland, we keep NATO keeps
Who's
pushing
taking
out.
too much? What are you talking about?
Well, NATO, we keep adding these countries next to him into NATO, and that's against the original treaty where we're not supposed to be doing that.
I don't understand what that has to
NATO,
do.
there's a lot of NATO countries that are bordering Russia that joined NATO that originally
Hmm.
were not a part of NATO recently, and
Okay.
that's what bothers him because now
Yeah,
they're
but how is
united.
that? What do you mean? What
Bec-
does the U.S. have to
m-
do with?
well, we pretty much run NATO.
So why isn't he attacking us? Why is he attacking Ukraine?
It's hard to attack U.S. I believe. I
Yeah,
believe we're
but
strong.
how is
We're
it? I don't know. That's why I don't like to talk
oh
politics because
well
it's
because that
confusing as hell. It doesn't make any sense to me. So because Russian leader is mad at the U.S., he's going to go attack some other random country
well
because
no
they
because that
surround
country
NATO
used to be
countries.
part of Russia. All that was Mother Russia back in the day before
No, that was part of the Soviet Union.
Soviet. Yes, Mother Russia. That's what
Yeah,
Soviet. Yep, yep.
and that doesn't exist anymore. So out of
No,
nowhere,
but
Putin
he
just
wants
woke
that
up one
back.
day
He's
and
always
wants it
wanted that
back.
back.
I for what? It
Um,
doesn't even make sense.
I don't know, but the next country that might fall is Syria. That's
Fall.
under
What do you mean?
attack. Well, that
Who are
they're
they under attack by now?
um, Somalia. I mean, they're under attack by ISIS, and that's where ISIS started.
Uh, See, I don't read into all the excuse me, all the
We're fighting them
headlines.
there. We're fighting ISIS there with the African Union. We're pretty much the only ones. There's a couple other.
You're the politics guy and
You don't want them
conspiracy
to.
guy.
You don't want them to start there because then that's where they started last time, and then they have their base, and then they come here, and their main goal is to attack here. So
What's going on with this Gilgo Beach murders thing? What is that all about?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's Gilgo Beach murders. Police finish search at Rex Howerman's Long Island home. You don't have any knowledge of that at all?
Zero. What was it again?
Suffolk County. Where is that? Where is Suffolk County? Is that New York? Yeah. It says here it's in New York. Authorities have concluded their search at the cluttered house belonging to Gilgo Beach, New York, murder suspect Rex Howerman. They obtained a massive amount of material at the suburban Massapequa Park, Long Island home, and will now sift through the evidence.
Hmm.
So I'm not real. I'm gonna have to follow up on that. I like
Another
the
rich guy
serial
doing weird
killer things. They found about 279 guns. Some of the guns were kept inside a walk-in vault in the basement. And this guy looks like a weirdo.
Inside a walk? Like one of those cooking walks? Oh, or you said inside a walk-in.
A walk-in vault. He had
Oh.
a closet that was built into a vault.
I keep all my guns in a walk.
But it says here bodies were found. So apparently he's some sort of serial killer, and this goes back to 2007. And
how hard is it to be a serial killer right now?
What?
There's just so much evidence to be left behind.
Oh my God.
I mean, what?
You would think, I mean, the old joke that goes around is you can't outrun a radio or a helicopter. And you would think, and the show Dexter shows the lengths you have to go to cover fingerprints and DNA and all this other shit that's out. You can't get away with murder anymore. I mean, you can. Obviously, people do, but bodies don't stay buried forever. Things happen, things are found. And to me, I don't understand why people think they can still get away with shit. And that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. And that's the conspiracy stuff that I'm. Well, yeah, you think, but
that word gets thrown around so much. Maybe just because we're Leos.
I'm tired of it. And like I got to find this woman's name who does these reels on Instagram. She's actually an advocate for men and men's rights, because there are women out there that will play victim when they're in fact the narcissist, manipulative piece of shit in a relationship. And when they're just ready to move on or whatever, they'll start their cry for help. And really, women can call the police and say, my husband threatened to hit me, and they'll come and arrest him.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if there's a mark or anything. I mean, I'm happy to be single right now. I really am. I feel safer. I don't think I'd feel comfortable getting into a relationship.
Would they still get arrested if the husband used to be a female?
Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know if cops are up to par on the training of how to deal with pronouns yet. I'm certain that's gonna that'll be coming soon to a police department near you, but I'll have to.
We almost got to go. I can't believe the time flies here.
Yeah, we always get wrapped up. Yeah, and that's why maybe our show should be longer. Who knows?
Want to do our questions? Our 2 questions?
If you can do them real quick, yeah, because I wanted to do a couple quotes. Yeah, what do you got here for questions?
Here's Heather. When I heard your last show, when do you guys think you're going to start taking live calls?
Well, Heather, to answer your question without showing any anger on my end, as soon as we can get this Rodecaster Pro up and running, it does have the feature to add Bluetooth, and we will be able to take live calls during live shows. So just stay tuned and go to our website, rawlive.com, where I'm going to start putting daily news updates of the Raw Live family over here, and we'll keep you posted, definitely. But thanks for the question.
Good answer, because my answer is your guess is as good as mine. What do you guys do when you catch a loved one lying?
Well, I haven't caught a loved one lying in a long time, except for my father. So for me, I can't answer that question, Tio. Why don't you go ahead and answer that one?
It all depends. Depends what the lie is. Depends how many times the lie has been told. Lying sucks. Anyways, just tell the truth.
I can't tell the goddamn truth.
Just tell the truth. That's all I ask. Just tell the truth. You know, why beat around the bush? Why lie? What's the sense?
Well,
you did it.
That's funny. Yeah. Good questions, and we appreciate everybody with their feedback and questions joining our Facebook group at Raw Chat. And you know me, I like to end the show with a couple funny quotes that I found, and I actually just found one. It's called "Truth Hurts." Maybe not as much as jumping on a bicycle with a seat missing, but it hurts. And that one is from Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad, Naked Gun 2.5. That's my favorite. I did say that
That's
one before.
butt hurts. Read that again, because you even says butt hurts.
Truth, nope. Truth hurts. Maybe not as much as jumping on a bicycle with a seat missing, but it hurts.
Oh, but it hurts. Got it.
But it hurts. Yep. But that one I did use before as a quote, and I just found another funny one. I never feel more alone than when I'm trying to put sunscreen on my back. That comes from Jimmy Kimmel. So with that being said, we will be back here again on Thursday,
Friday.
6 p.m.
Friday.
Or no, I'm sorry, Friday this week, because there's a medical procedure on Tio's half of the family. So he's going to be taking care of that. We'll be back Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here live on Fireside. Thanks to everybody that's been here in studio, outside the studio, watching wherever you're watching. If you have any questions about this show or any of the other shows, feel free to drop us a line. Go to our website, rawlive.com, and leave a message or a question there, and join our Facebook group at Raw Chat. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay real, and most importantly, keep it raw.